It's been 26 years since Lehman's pride has decimated the men of the glass continent. A generation has passed and the old heroes have yielded to time. The young have come to test their will against the realm and have their names remembered. Their blood shall mix upon the field of battle, making them sister and brother. The time has come to tell the story. Gather round, weary travelers, and hear the tale of how the realm was tamed and fear was conquered. Let us tell you the days of high adventure.
Welcome, everybody. This is Steve, your local neighborhood DM. I got everybody with us for the girls group today, which you guys need to pick a name at some point, too. So we'll get to that. But can everybody just go around real fast, and we will do intros.
My name's Ashley. I'm playing Penny the Fighter.
My name is Jess, and I am playing Jules the Sorcerer.
Hi, my name's Jen. I'm playing Atrissa the Grave Cleric.
My name's Kim. I'm playing Fallon, the Wood Elf Ranger.
My name is Haley, and I am playing Pearl, a halfling rogue.
Beautiful. Welcome. This is your first time joining us. This is going to be our first session. So everybody's already got their characters made, backgrounds are all set in order. At this point, everyone has found themselves in the capital city of Glass for one reason or another, and they all are interested in joining the Ten Thunders Guild as well. So at this point, you've all entered the city or have spent the night there for one reason or another. You do know that today is the day of Lehman's Pride. It's the parade that goes through town that shows off the remains of Lehman in his current state to basically have a state of anger for everyone to vent. Is anybody interested in seeing the parade, or do you want to go right to the guild hall? What's the plan?
I mean, I would like to go to the parade.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm from a small town. I
Okay.
go to the parade.
Sure.
I will not participate in the parade.
Okay. Wait, who's not participating? Are you going to watch the parade or just not participating?
I will not watch or participate.
Okay.
I'll probably be...
Not even like the Humpback of Notre Dame where you watch it from a tower.
No,
No?
not even.
Okay, completely fine. So you enter the streets of Glass and you find yourself surrounded by the unbathed masses. There's more humanoid creatures than you've seen in your lifetime crowded in these streets. Halflings and gnomes and children have all taken every vantage point available to them. Then you hear the drums and the screaming of voices of people as the procession turns the corner. 4 mages hold up a globe of force to protect the king and themselves. You see him, sitting in a golden, gaudy throne carried by 8 spectral guards and covered in all manner of gems and precious metals, sits what's left of Lehman, the would-be king. He is missing his right eye, he has no legs, and he has lost one of his arms. Lehman's exposed face is crisscrossed with burns and scars, but through all of his injury, he still holds on his face a look of superiority. His gaze from his eyes survey the crowd as a ruler surveying his subjects. Even with all they have taken from Lehman, they still have not managed to take his pride. Through the cacophony of boos and hissing, you hear the screams of mothers who lost husbands and sons screaming the names of the dead at Lehman's. Daughters cry out the names of their lost fathers. People throw anything at hand to get to the procession. Okay, at this point, I need everybody to make a will save. DC 14.
I made it. 14.
Okay,
15 for me.
I'm good.
19.
19. Oh, wow, everybody made it. All right. So you feel this wave come over you, and you just don't know if it's like you wanting to be part of the crowd or something otherworldly. No one got a 20, right? No. Okay. So the horrible thing about this parade is not that one is obliged to act a part, but that it almost is impossible to avoid joining in with the rest of the crowd. In 30 seconds, any pretense is completely unnecessary. There's a hideous ecstasy of fear and vindictiveness that seems to course through the crowd. As you look around you, you see a desire to kill, to torture, to smash the face of this man, just on every woman, child, and half human that's in this entire crowd. It's like it's turning their will against themselves, and they just want to start screaming like lunatics. Eventually, the procession makes its way around the next block. The crowd looks to each other. Mothers wipe their eyes. Children tuck in their shirts and fix their hair. Everyone shambles away, avoiding all eye contact. So, does anybody have actual knowledge arcana that was at the parade?
I do, because I like having Arcana knowledge.
Okay, you may make him Arcana knowledge. It's a DC 20, but good luck. All things are possible in an infinite universe.
19.
No, sorry. Can't give it to you. So the parade goes around the corner. Everybody just looks at each other strangely. Go ahead.
So the parade, seems... Am I understanding correctly that it's kind of like a forced emoting that off-gasses people's anger?
Pretty much.
Okay, because that was very weird.
Yeah. That's the vibe you're getting, but you didn't detect any type of magic.
Okay.
Okay. But you did notice people seem a little bit embarrassed and ashamed. There are some people that have relief on their faces. You can see older women that you think maybe had sons or husbands at some point, but everybody seems to, whatever their emotional state was, it just seems to be heightened at that point.
Are we not feeling those same things?
Nope, just you felt a wave of it, but you just kind of shrugged it off. Okay, so the parade passes by. You're all meandering in the streets at this point. You know that the 10 Thunders Guild is starting their initiation process to see if anyone is worthy of them. At this point, I assume you all shamble over there unless you want to do anything in town before you start walking over?
I'm kind of freaked out by the creepy parade, so I want to get away from open streets right now.
I wait till the parade's over and then I make my way to the
Right.
guild.
Large crowds, I'm trying to dodge being stepped on, but
Okay, so let's go. You continue on across from the Three-Toed Dragon Inn, where the 10 Thunders Guild makes their guild house. So, across from the Three-Toed Dragon Inn lies the 10 Thunders Guild. The hall itself appears to be 3 towers of glass, one green, one red, and one black, woven together into an impossible structure. The top of the structure appears to have been sheared off at an angle about 50 feet overhead. Before the hall, you see a mass of people representing every conceivable age and profession, from a soldier to a baker, 8-year-olds to 80-year-olds, women, and there are a few men that stand before this great hall. Mounted above the hall, there's a great giant diamond the size of a plow horse. Just looks impossible how big it is. It just seems like you should have cut it into multiple little diamonds and sold it for. It's just very gaudy and ostentatious. So as you're all standing there in the crowd, the great doors open and 3 women emerge as different from each other as possible. The first is a small, lithe elf female, all in black studded leather armor, with black eyes and black hair. She wears a brace of throwing daggers crisscrossed around her chest, and an elegant longbow and quiver strapped across her back. The second is a very tall human woman, nearly 7 feet tall, with red hair, pale skin, and a ragged look about her. Besides a few animal skins and battle scars, she wears no armor. Strapped across her back is a giant maw with a black iron spike on one side and a silver spike on the other, and a giant mithril ring upon the base. What really, really draws your eye to this colossal woman is her pregnant belly that she seems to carry in one free arm. The last of the 3 is a strange-looking half-elf, her blonde hair carelessly tied behind her head. Where her right eye used to be lies an egg-sized red ruby, and that glows slightly, illuminating the ragged burn marks in the empty socket. As she begins to point out people in the crowd to come forth, she does so with a silvered 6-finger hand. You, not you, enter. The rest of you wait here for your turn. After a minute or two, one of the chosen comes stumbling out with a strange look upon her face. A few moments later, 2 more exit, and finally the last 3 emerge. They each look at the crowd before they shake their heads and walk away. A minute later, the 3 guild leaders reemerge from the hall. You, enter. The rest of you wait. This procession continues for most of the afternoon. When questioned, the rejected tell you that each lady asked nonsensical questions. Upon hearing the answer, they were just dismissed. So you guys have a little bit of time in this crowd if you want to do anything.
I'm gonna eye up the crowd and see if there's anyone around who's interesting.
Interesting to you?
Yeah, just
Okay.
odd. Anyone who kind of stands out.
There are a few men in the crowd. Some of them look actually slightly formidable, which is a rarity nowadays. Going through, it's just a mishmash. It looks like farmers came in, like kids came in, old people that have already retired have come in, like just everybody's trying their luck at it. But other than that, you don't really notice anything out of place. Oh, you have a passive 21, don't you? You do see a few rogues going through the crowd, just doing what rogues do.
Doing rogue things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep a hand on my purse and just kind of keep watching everyone.
Beautiful. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, do I see anyone with not their hand on their purse?
There are a few, yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that I see somebody without their hand on their purse and try to go steal it.
Sure, go for it.
All right, what do I do? Roll a d20?
Well, first give me a target. So what type of person are you looking for?
Okay, I'm going to go for a really tall person. Maybe half orc or something. Somebody who's can't see me down here.
Fair enough. Okay. There is a number of half-orc females.
Is there any males?
You want to go...
For a male than a female?
The males are like about 1 in 20 in the crowd, so you'll have to make your way over. But you could probably find one.
Do I see any male humans?
You're looking for a male half-orc. They're few and far between. There are male humans, yes. You can definitely find them.
All right, are they closer than the half male, half orcs?
They are, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go for the nearest male human that I see, who's also tall and probably won't see me come by.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check to start out with.
Okay. 15, 20.
20. Okay, that's more than enough. You are not seen as you saunter behind this human male who looks very uncomfortable and a little bit shaky. There is a small purse at his side.
All right, I'm going to try to just reach my hand out and snatch it as best as I can.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
23.
Okay, so you just reach your hand out, manage to flick the knot off with your thumb, wrap it around and pull it. He doesn't seem any the wiser. No one else around him sees to see anything.
All right. Do I feel like it's a lot?
You want to peek at it now? Or
No, I'm going to take it.
Okay, sir.
Just wondering how it feels. Does it feel a little heavy?
It does not feel very heavy.
Oh. All right, that's all right. All right, well, I'm just going to continue about.
Okay. So are you going to keep trying to make your way robbing the locals? Or
Maybe not push my luck.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, you do have a purse. If you open it up, it's got about 12 gold pieces and 5 silver in it.
This purse I just opened?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. 12 gold and how much? Silver?
5 silver. Okay. Well, as you're standing there, finally the 6-figure hand points to you and 5 other women in the crowd.
You didn't ask if anybody else was doing it.
Oh, I apologize. I thought that she was the only one.
I just don't want to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Please.
I wanted to look and see if there was anybody kind of standing or sitting off to the side watching, but they were kind of pretending like they were interested when they really weren't.
Okay, give me an insight check.
13.
Looking through, there are so many different people from so many different professions. You don't really spot anybody who seems strangely uninterested, is more focused on the crowd than anything else, unfortunately.
Okay, then I'll just pick a young person. I want to talk to someone. Maybe like a young female that doesn't look too wealthy or anything. Not like a desperate person, but like a middle of the road kind of woman.
Okay.
I want to, I guess, just kind of shoulder up. I'm like, why is everybody? What's going on over here? What do they pay? What's the big deal? Just try and get a little more information.
Well, you shoulder up to this girl. It looks like she was most likely a farm girl of some kind. She has a slightly rusted dagger, and it looks like some makeshift leather armor on. She looks over at you, and she kind of steps back a little bit with your regalia that you're wearing. This is the Ten Thunders initiation. This is where we get tested to see if we could be part of the guild. Ten Thunders, you don't know the Ten Thunders Guild? It's the most famous guild in the land right now.
Yeah, I know them, but why are all these people here? They all think they have a chance?
Oh, they take all kinds. So yes, they do.
Well, do you know what they're paying?
I do not know, but I've never seen a poor member of the Ten Thunders Guild. And I know they are given contracts for at least 5 years of service where they get free room and housing and can stay at any inn in the land for free.
Well, all right then.
All right. She wanders away from you purposely. Go ahead.
I am, for my safety, going to kind of keep a lookout to see if there are any other Dragonborn that might be around.
Yeah, give me a percentile, actually.
99.
Oh, yes, there are. There are 2. There are 2 more female Dragonborn.
Female Dragonborns?
Yeah. They both look like bronze, and they're standing next to each other.
Okay. Do they seem to be paying attention to me, or do they not take notice of me at all? Like,
They
am I worried about them?
they look in your direction and then they purposely seem to be ignoring you.
Okay, so I'm a little worried about my brother coming to look for me. So I'll just purposely keep them in front of me where I can see them. Not that I think that it has to be Dragonborn that somebody would send after me, but anyway, yeah, I just keep them in my line of sight.
You think it's more of a social aspect where they don't like to mingle with dragons outside their subtype.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, I think we're all good. So finally, that 6-finger hand points to you and 4 other women in the crowd. The woman standing before you smirks, and a few catcalls come from around you as you're led into the grand hall. When you pass through the doors, your group enters a grand eating hall, almost 100 feet in length and width. A small stage lies at the far end. A number of tables have been pushed against the walls. Upon the walls are different trophies. Here a dented sword or a shield, there a small dragon head or an imperial banner, mementos from previous conquests. The 3 women make their way to the small stage and motion for you to sit below them. The tall, pregnant redhead looks up and down and points to one of your group. Why is it called taking a dump and not leaving a dump?
Does this question have an actual answer?
You're asking her in character?
Yes.
She looks at you quizzically. And then another one says, shouldn't the opposite of shut up be shut down?
Yes.
All right. Another one looks over to you. How long do fish have to wait to swim after they eat?
Well, I guess it depends on what fish you ask.
Okay. They all look at each other quizzically. Then suddenly, and without warning, you hear an explosion outside as the walls begin shaking around you. Weapons and bones fall from their housing. The 3 women look to each other with fear in their eyes. The blonde looks to the other 3. Elrica's experiments. She's brought them back. Another boom, and you see cracks appear above in the glass. The tall redhead screams, "Run, you fools!" as the ceiling collapses upon them. Then, from the side wall, basically it explodes out. Okay, so the columns from the ceiling basically come down and they collapse upon the 3 women. The wall explodes outwards. Rubble and debris fly everywhere, as well as the ornaments on the wall. Coming out from the wall, you see a man, a very large man, in full imperial regalia. He's followed by 3 soldiers wearing half-plate armor. They're all carrying spears. From outside of the explosion walls, you see 1 or 2 or 3 imperial soldiers running through. So the imperial soldiers haven't been seen here for at least 4 decades. The man comes through and surveys a room. He says, "Find the witches, find the men in charge." At this point, we'll go into initiatives. You do hear mumbling from underneath the pillars and screams for help from the 3 women that were collapsed.
Okay.
Can we tell that all 3 of them are awake? Or can we can't really
You
differentiate?
can't really tell.
who's-
So there's a bunch of rubble on top of them. I mean, there is like one large pillar. Maybe you could move to like get them out of the way, to get them out.
But like we can't hear 3 different voices?
Correct. So you can't hear it through unless you have some crazy perception.
Of 21.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll real fast before we start initiatives.
15.
15. You do hear at least 2 of them. Okay, let's go ahead and roll out initiatives.
A better time to roll it than now. Get it out of the way, girl.
Natural 1 on
Yes,
the first initiative.
that is a
of
good
the
way to
entire
start the campaign.
But it wasn't
Join me! Join me!
And I just rolled a 1 for my initiative. Okay. All right, so let's start. Penny, what do you got?
16.
16. Atrissa?
Trista has a 15.
15. Okay. Pearl?
I have a 23.
Jules? Is it a 1?
3. Well,
3.
3.
Oh, sorry. Fallon?
Add my
15.
Modifier.
I'm going to assume Trisha has a higher dex, am I right? No, you actually should.
Probably not.
Yeah.
5.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
All right. Pearl, so you see this, the 4 Imperial men coming out. The way you came in, the 2 twin double doors was wide open. The women are crashed under the pillars. Their last words to you was, "Run, you fools." What would you like to do?
So those 4 men,
Yep.
I'm going to go. Let's see what my movement is. Speed 25. Pretty fast. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go for that first guy with the Triton
Okay.
and stab him in the ankle.
Fair enough. Okay. Go ahead and move yourself over. And roll me an attack.
Okay.
Do
Wait.
you want me to move you?
Yeah, move me.
Can you make it?
25 is my
Yep,
speed.
that's 25. Is he technically in that one, or which?
He's
Yeah,
in this
move him up
forward
one.
one.
There you go.
there.
Go for it.
Okay.
So give me a description of the weapon you're using and how you're attacking so everybody else can figure out how you do your thing.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Pearl Dagger,
The black one?
one with the pearl on it.
Yeah, okay.
So it's d20 plus strength, or d20 plus
Dex. Plus your proficiency modifier. Should be 2, I believe, at this point.
Oh, okay. 16
Total?
total. Does that hit?
He's actually wearing full plate, so it does not hit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Does she have
do I get to run away without anything? Or do I run a speed, or how does that work?
She doesn't have advantage at this point. If she was hiding, she would have, but she doesn't have that option.
Okay.
If you moved all your movement, the only thing you have left is a bonus action.
What can I use for bonus action?
If you had a second weapon in your hand, you could attack with it offhandedly. But you only do your weapon damage.
Alright, well, just gonna take some damage, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. So that's Pearl. Penny?
So I kind of survey the rest of the group that I came in with, and I make a quick appraisal of their abilities.
Okay.
What I want to do is go try and save the woman out of the rebel because they're very powerful, and I think that they're going to be the best way for us to win this fight.
Okay.
So I'm going to move myself over to the rebel,
Okay.
and can I see?
You can see like one central pillar that you think they're under.
Does it seem like I can lift it by myself? Maybe.
Don't know. You'd have to try.
Okay, I'm going to give it a go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a athletics.
21.
Okay. So you get yourself underneath the pillar. You lift it up. Ugh. So there are 3 women there. They're all barely conscious. You have it holding, but you're not going to be able to hold it after these 6 seconds.
Okay, I use my free action to encourage them.
Okay. They look very hurt. You can pull maybe one of them out before you have to drop the pillar. And
Okay,
You're
so I
gonna.
have to choose.
Yeah. When you drop the pillar, you're gonna drop it on the other 2. Sorry. You get to choose
I
one.
can hold it for
You
what,
can-
6 seconds or
You
something?
got about 6 seconds for you holding this pillar up.
Somebody else
I can-
come over here.
Well,
Um,
no, I mean you're gonna drop it after your round. So
If she farts, will they wake up?
no. If you want to pull one out, you're gonna have to take one hand off of it and hold it,
Can she put
and drop
the
it at
pillar-
simultaneously.
I can't like push the
Move
pillar
it?
backwards over my head.
It's too
like,
heavy.
I'm holding it overhead.
You're holding it. You're push pressing it right now. You can quickly grab your hand down and rip one and pull them out, but the going to one-handed is going to drop the whole
But I
thing.
can't just let it down behind me like a little
You
back
can't.
bend over my head.
No, it's too big.
You're just
I'm a mean man. I
yeah,
understand
you
that.
are. Okay,
You can
so
save one.
I will save the
There's-
one that is the most powerful.
You don't know which one that is. There's the redhead that's pregnant. There's the blonde with the gem eye and the silver hand, and then there's the half elf in the black armor with
Does
the
one of
daggers.
them look less injured than the others?
They all look pretty injured. There's no really way to tell. You
have
don't
to
have
save the
you don't have
pregnant
the
one.
medical knowledge to be able to tell that.
Technically, by saving that one, you saved 2.
Okay, I will. But she's the biggest too. Okay, whatever. I will
Follow
pull
your
the pregnant sorcerer or whatever she is out of the rebel.
Okay. So as you're lifting up, you quickly like switch to one hand, grab her tunic, rip her out, and as you do, it just the pillar slides out and it hits down, and you hear a unsatisfying thud that
God.
is very wet. And
You can stop talking now.
sorry,
We're
but
not
you
gonna
do
wanna
get the
play
red.
if you make it
You do
gross.
get the redhead out. Okay.
I will go to the
Speak for
guys.
yourself.
Cool. You have a bonus action if you want to do anything with it.
Ugh, I don't want to play anymore.
Sorry.
You just killed a woman?
I didn't.
You murdered
I mean, I would have waited. Okay, no, that's fucked
It's
up.
fine,
Because
it's fine,
no,
it's fine.
I would have
Let's-
waited for somebody else, obviously.
I completely
to
understand.
Lift it if I.
You don't think you would have been able to hold it? It's
I
fine.
wouldn't have lifted it until somebody else came to help me. I would have
Okay,
encouraged
well,
someone. I never would have done that.
It's fine. It's done. It's done. Fallon, you're up. Trista, you're on deck.
Are they all wearing plate armor?
Only the one wearing the plate is the one in the front that Penny attacked. The other 3 in the back are wearing
What's
like
his head armor
Pearl
situation?
attack.
Pearl attacked. I'm sorry.
What's he got on his head?
He has a visor. It's got an insect look about it.
A visor?
It's like a helmet with like a visor
okay.
down. But the three behind him are wearing like a strange like half plate. It's like has a glazed over like enamel look to it.
I'll still try to get the main guy.
Sure. Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack. And you're attacking with your longbow?
Yes.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay, you fire at the main guy, but you don't want to hit your new little friends. So you go a little bit high, and it goes a little bit over his head. Okay. Anything with a bonus action or movement I need to know about?
I want to move over to the rebel. Can you move me over? I have 25. 35, sorry. Wherever to Penny is.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Cool. All right, so that'll bring up Jules.
You're in
Sorry.
the grave.
Trisha, go ahead. I apologize.
I died. Surprise.
My apologies. Go ahead.
The plot twist about the grave cleric.
Yeah.
Haha. Okay. So the prone woman in front of me is the pregnant lady.
Correct.
How did she get way over there?
You threw her out from the rubble. Did you want her not to throw her out that
If
far?
I can throw a woman 20 feet, I can definitely not drop a pillar on two
Okay,
fucking
I'm just-
allies.
Sorry. Apologies. That's just the way the cookie crumbled there.
Are they allies? We don't.
Sorry. What do you want to
I
do?
would have just set it down.
It would have had kind of the same effect. It's fine. Let's go on.
Okay, quick question, because I'm not 100% kosher with spells.
Sure.
I can't cast two spells in a turn, right?
Correct.
I can only cast one spell, and I could do like a cantrip as a bonus action.
No.
No.
No. Cantrips will still cast as a spell.
Okay.
That's an action.
Got it. I'm going to look over at where Pearl went to.
Okay.
And be like, oh shit, here we go. And I'm going to equip my shield and run up next to her.
Okay.
I could. I have 30 movement speed, so
Yeah,
I think
that's
I can
fine.
make it.
You shoulder up to her.
Yep, shoulder up to her.
She has a oh shit look on her face as she looks over to you.
And I'll be like, okay, we got this.
Looks up to you.
Yeah.
Look down at her and be like, and I'm going to cast Bane on 3 of them.
Sure. Do you have a preference of which 3? Or which one you don't want to target?
The big one.
The big one, definitely. Okay, so
And then the 2 guys that are
sure.
closest.
Can you give me your DC, please?
14, please.
14.
Charisma saving throw.
The big guy makes it. The other guy makes it. And the last guy fails.
Yay.
Okay.
1 failure. And I can't do anything as a bonus action, so that's going to be it.
Okay. Perfect. How does that manifest, since that's the first time you used it?
Ooh. I imagine that it's kind of just like shadows pulling into them. Just kind of like from the area around them. They just kind of like grab them and make them, give them a little bit of trouble moving and things like that.
Okay. Nice. I like it. Okay. So, Jules, that's all you.
I would like to hide behind a column.
Okay.
And do I perceive any life under the pillars?
Go ahead and give me a perception.
18.
18. There's no noises coming out from underneath the pillars.
Okay. I'm going to use mold earth
Okay.
to take a section.
So that, just to let you know, that only works against unformed earth.
Oh, so this is a formed.
Right. Something that's worked, it
Well,
won't
that
work with.
screws that whole entire plan.
Sorry, it's a cool plan, but you can like make lights and different shapes appear on the stone. But that's
Oh
all.
You
yeah.
can paint pretty pictures.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
You can paint
Whatever.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Paint a happy face for these people to see when they die.
Exactly. I like the thought though.
I was gonna try to mold them down and out.
It's beautiful. I like it.
All right. Well, we're obviously gonna fight. So I am gonna go behind a pillar and hide.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast sleep on the big bad baddie guy.
Okay. So sleep is an area effect. It'll affect the ones with the less hit points first, and then it'll make its way up to the most powerful hit points.
Okay.
How big is the area?
I have to roll 5d8, and that's the total of hit points that the spell can affect within 20 feet.
It's a super powerful spell. Yeah. So do you want to try to center and hit all 4?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
I'd like to.
You can go ahead and roll them out. There's no save, so they just take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot. 16 and 7 is 23, and 5 is 28, and 4 is 32.
Okay. So, how does this manifest?
So I'm peeking from around the pole, and I whisper, "You want to go to sleep?" And I guess my voice kind of carries like a mist in the wind and hovers around their faces and kind of just gets sucked into their nose and puts them to sleep.
Okay. So the three in the back just kind of start to waver and their eyes flutter and they just ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. But the large gentleman in front is still awake.
Oh, he's still awake.
Yes.
That didn't hit him.
Oh, he hit him. It just wasn't enough. You do have bonus action if you want to do anything else.
Bonus action. Oh, shit. And hide.
Okay. Cool. So you take full cover behind the pillars. Yeah. So at that point, he looks at the two people in front of him, and he says, Johnson, take out the little one and I'll deal with this shield-wielding common woman. And he doesn't notice that the three behind him are passed out. And he goes to make an attack. AC 17?
18.
Oh, nicely done.
Shield.
Okay. So he has a mace, and it's very ornate and decorative. There's like some kind of insect head molded into the top of it. He comes down on you, expecting full on to hit you in the head, and you bring up your shield and just deflect it off. And he gives you a strange look of surprise. He's kind of like steps back a little bit, then shakes his head and steps forward again. The other three are passed out. So, and then at that point, he looks behind him and looks very confused. Okay, Pearl, you're up.
Question, since he's confused right now, do I get to advantage?
You do not.
But does she get advantage because I'm engaged with him as well?
Do they get that at first level?
Oh, good question. Don't
Let's find
know.
out. Okay, so the way it works is you don't have advantage, but if you hit, you do get your sneak attack damage. So go ahead and attack or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going
go for
to
it.
use my sneak attack. So when I use my sneak attack, should I say something after my sneak attack?
You're
Not
more than
before?
welcome to. Yeah, the way you want to do it.
Not before.
Okay.
See if you hit first.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
See if you hit. Roll it.
Oh shit. Oh man. Wait. So it'd be 8 plus 8, right?
Yes.
It'd be 16.
I don't know if it's +8 actually. Sorry.
What's your initiative?
Oh wait.
Oh, attack bonus, yeah.
+8? What's your dex modifier? 5?
Oh wait. My dex modifier is 4.
Okay. Proficiency modifier is 2, and the dagger gives you what?
8.
No, the dagger does
So
not.
I rolled 8.
Her attack
The
bonus
dagger-
is 8 on the dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, so dagger. Okay, yeah, the dagger does give you a +2. It's a
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow, that's a nice dagger.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Wait.
So
what
you
did I
do have a
Was that
plus
16?
Yes.
You got a
16.
16, which
Does
doesn't
that
hit.
hit?
No. He's wearing full plate, unfortunately.
So now he sees me.
Yeah, he saw you the whole time.
So yeah.
You-
so-
yeah,
Okay.
It's
But if you-
because I'm engaged with him as well.
Okay.
right. It's
Well,
called flanking.
anyways, I'm going to say to him, Mimi, gonna cut off your wee wee.
Instinctively, his hand flutters into his crotch in a defensive manner.
I snicker.
Okay, you have a bonus action and movement. Anything you want to do?
Well, wait, maybe I should hide.
You can't, unfortunately.
All right, well,
At level 3, you'll be able to. Or 2, I
yeah,
think, actually.
that's okay. I'm just gonna look at him.
Okay, Penny, you're up.
Like a good glare. Don't wink.
All right. How does the person I pulled from the rubble look?
She's unconscious, bleeding from
She
ears.
was conscious when I pulled her.
No, she wasn't. She was unconscious. Sorry. She's bleeding from her ears. There's scrapes all about her.
All right. I will just attack the bad guy
Okay,
with my heavy crossbow.
gotcha.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. Bonus action movement. Anything I need to do?
Yes, I will move over here.
Okay, taking cover above her. All right, Fallon.
I remember that I'm supposed to roll a d20 every time I cast a spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I have to remember that. No one.
No.
Okay, and the reason you're doing that is because...
Is I'm a wild magic sorcerer, so every time I cast a spell, there's a chance that something happens on the wild magic table
Right.
if I roll a 1. So
Do you-
I need to always roll 2.
You get access to that first level, right?
It's just a native ability, so
Right. I mean, that is because you're a chaos sorcerer. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure it's at first level. Okay. Sorry, back to Fallon. What do you want to do?
I want to attack again.
Sure. Longbow again?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, nat 20.
20.
Natural 20?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a crit. You got to make sure you tell me that. Okay.
It's going to.
Okay, perfect. So you pull back your bow, you aim at him. He's like, has one hand below his crotch. He like just turns around and is looking. You fire an arrow and it like goes right into the hole where his visor is. So go ahead and give me your damage. Should be double. It should be 2d8 plus your dex modifier.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. It flies through, it goes into the visor, and it hits the bridge of his nose. And you hear a sickening crunch sound. And he grabs it and pulls it out. And it's like, ah! And you see like blood just kind of coming out of where like
Okay.
the mouth guard is. Okay. He's still alive. But you definitely hurt him. Okay. Bonus action movement. Anything I need to know?
No.
Okay. Trissa?
I am going to just smack him with my crovel.
Do it.
Yeah.
Can you explain to everybody what a crovel is?
Yes, I'm using a hand axe stats for this,
Okay.
just in case anyone wants to know. A crovel is just a shovel on one end and a crowbar on another.
Cool. Go for it.
I'm using it as a hand axe because I can. So I'm going to attempt to smack him. No, 16.
16?
No.
Okay. You got to hit him, and as he's wiping the blood from his hand, holding it, you basically hit his greaves.
Hit him with the broadside.
Right,
Right.
and
Just
it
spank
just-
him with it.
Yeah. He's so wildly like out of sorts, it's hard to tell where to hit him. Any kind of bonus for movement I need to know about?
As a bonus action, I have bonus actions. I can do things. As a bonus action, sir, pregnant lady.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like she's dying?
She looks unconscious but stable.
Just, oh, she's stable? Okay. As a bonus action, I'll just laugh at him.
Okay. You attack his dignity.
Yes.
Let's see if he...
It's a free action.
Natty.
He's a
He's secure in his dignity at the moment. Okay.
Still?
Still, oddly enough. Okay. All right, Jules, you're up.
Kill him.
I'm going
I'm
to
dead.
continue to move further away
Okay.
and take some refuge underneath, like behind the rubble.
That's how you play a sorcerer. Okay.
And I'm going to cast from their firebolt at the guy.
Okay. Got to roll to hit, right?
Yep. Can I get that through everybody that seems to be in a line in front of him?
Yeah, it won't be a problem unless you roll 1.
Okay.
Don't
Lovely.
do that.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I have to roll on the chaos table for cantrips or just spells.
I think it's only spells.
Okay.
We'll play it that way.
So that would be a 3 plus 5, so it's 8.
It's going to miss.
Okay.
Unless you want to use your chaos abilities to switch that up. I don't know if you have those yet.
Yeah, I am. I have Tides of Chaos. So I'm going to roll a d20 again. I have advantage on that.
Okay.
And that will make me roll on your Tides of
Oh,
Chaos.
yeah, I'm fully aware.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That's unfortunately not going to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
let's go ahead and roll some chaos magic, though. That
Damn
sounds like
you,
fun.
plate
All
armor.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you.
right, go ahead
plate
and hit
armor.
me with percentage.
Percentile dice. 95.
That's a fireball focused on all of... No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Sorry. 95.
I dodged.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
Vulnerability or invulnerability?
Vulnerability. You take double... Well, you take damage and a half from piercing.
Just, who's this?
Fallon.
Fallon.
Just Fallon.
No,
Fallon.
Fallon just attacked that guy. Did we just not move her, or
Oh, she is a longbow.
she didn't move? Okay.
Yeah, she's using a bow. So it's just yourself and Fallon.
All right.
Okay, so you feel spongy. It's weird. Like your armor just...
I'm
feels like-
already squishy, and I'm now additionally spongy.
Indeed.
Yeah. You're just so absorbent.
Great.
All right, so
I'm SpongeBob SquarePants.
the man screams out, You fools, wake up! Wake up! And he starts backing away. That's going to provoke from the two people next to him.
Yes. Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you like to take an attack of opportunity as well?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that a d20?
No.
Yeah, D20.
Is that any plus anything? Plus
Plus 8.
17 plus 8. Somebody do math.
What'd you get?
17 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits.
25.
Yeah.
All right, I hit. And
Okay.
then now I do, finally, a
Touched him.
d4
You get 2d4 and you get your sneak attack damage as well. So you get a d6 on top of that.
and a d6.
Mhm.
So many dice. That's a 12.
12 total?
12.
Okay. So he starts backing away from you and looking at his friends. He's covering his crotch with one hand.
It's 13.
That's 13 total?
Wait.
Because this is a 1.
1, 5, that's 6 plus 6.
Wait, what was this other dice you rolled?
I rolled these 2 dice.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's looking down in a defensive manner and trying to back away. And as he backs away, you just lunge right at his face where he's looking down. Plunges right into his visor. You hear a sickening crunch and he just collapses on the ground.
Ooh.
Okay. And then,
Yay.
yeah. So the 3 are down. With
Can I bite his
that,
nose?
if you want to. Do you want to bite his nose?
Yes.
Okay, well, you get down there and start pulling open his visor to bite.
Whoa. Don't do that. You don't know where that's been. Don't do that.
I want his nose.
As you
But you don't
start-
need to bite it.
Okay, well, listen. Just as you start like going down and pulling out the visor, your hands go through them, and you hit the concrete, and you look up, and not the concrete. I'm sorry, the glass. You look up, and the wall that was exploded is back where it was.
So my face is mushed onto the glass because I went to go bite his nose.
That's
It's like
accurate.
a slicker. Yeah, you're like one of those dogs with the.
I look around, I'm like, God, these big folk.
And with that, the rubble that was behind you just disappears. The redhead vanishes from there, and the 3 are standing where they were beforehand. The blonde turns over to the redhead, and she says, "That's the second time you've been saved. I think I'm just going to illusion a pregnant belly in myself. Every time they just save me." And the other one just looks at it and she's like, "Oh, what do you expect? They're all weak-hearted wimps." And they start talking amongst themselves. You all are thoroughly confused, so you can do anything while they're talking amongst themselves.
So they're all
I
fine.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm going for the
It's
door
a
because they
test.
said run, you fool. So I'm going to walk towards the door.
No, it's.
Oh, well, the door's shut at this point.
Okay, I'm going to try and like unlock the door.
Okay, you can go over there and start doing that if you want. So they're talking amongst themselves. They're looking and they're like kind of pointing, and then like one of them points over towards the little evil stabby stabber and starts discussing it amongst themselves. And they look over and they say, the redhead speaks up and she says, "Well, we've decided to offer you guild membership if you would like it as a group. Yes or no?"
How much does it pay?
The pay is what you do for the job, but we do offer room and housing and resurrection abilities and all that fun stuff. It's a life of adventure supported by the Grand.
All right, count me in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Jules is catching your breath.
You're the only one that's taken a minute to realize
Yeah.
you got seriously fucked with in the mind.
Yeah,
That's fine.
my heart is pounding, and I'm like, what is this magic? I've never seen anything like this.
So the blonde with the red gem eye and the silver hand looks over to you and says, "Oh, it was just a bit of illusion. We just like to know the mettle of the people that have come here. Most just run, but it's fun when some fight, and very few actually save one of us. Never had all 3 saved before."
Yeah, I'm in. I want to learn from you. I want to know more. This is mind blowing.
She points at you with that silver 6-fingered hand, and it's very disturbing. She says, "Wise choice, wise choice. All right, well, let's take a moment and we'll go over the paperwork, shall we?" So at this point, why don't we go ahead and hit a commercial? We'll give everyone a nice needed break to get their nerves back together.
Hey everyone, this is Ashley. I play Penelope, or Penny, in the podcast. Just wanted to check in and thank you for listening and invite you to check out our website. You can find everyone's character backgrounds there. It's really fun seeing how we got our start and stats we rolled. You can find our website and all the extra details at hawaii5-e.com. We'd love to have a review from you if you enjoy the show. If you leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or Stitcher, wherever you found us, and send us an email shot of it, you might get some swag. You never know. Thanks again for listening. Hope you tell your friends and enjoy the show.
Okay, and we're back. So at this point, the three women come down. And they say, well, the redhead says, well, thank you for joining us. My name is Falgren, and this is Coram. She points over to the woman with the red eye and the silver hand. Falgren.
Ogren
Yes.
is the woman in black.
No, Falgren is the very
redhead.
7 foot tall, redheaded with pale skin, pregnant girl with a giant axe on her back. Well, maul on her back.
Okay.
Coram is the blonde half elf with the red and purple crystal eye and the silvered 6-finger hand. And she points over to the elf in black leather with black hair. She says, and this is Mouser. So, at this point, you may choose who your patron will be. Do you have a preference? So, Falgren looks like a barbarian. Pretty straight up. Coram appears to be some kind of mage or sorcerer. And Mouser appears to be a rogue of some kind.
Do we have to pick as a group?
Aye, less.
Oh, we all have to agree on one.
Aye.
Well, obviously, I choose the sorcerer because that's where my abilities lie. So
Coram?
I would vote for Coram.
How tall are these people?
Falgren is 7 feet. She's just a gigantic woman.
She's out.
Okay. Coram is about 5'8".
What was the shortest one?
That would be Mouser. She's about 5'2".
And she's a rogue. You're a rogue.
And she's
The
a
short
rogue.
folk have to stay together. I vote the rogue.
So rogues are shady. I'm definitely not voting for the rogue.
Sorcerer, rogue.
Wait, who is Falgrim? Like, what is her?
Falgren. She, looking at her, she's 7 foot tall. She's got a giant maul on her.
She's a barbarian.
She's a barbarian.
And
Yeah.
she's with child?
She is. She looks like she's at least 8 or 9 months.
I would say that would be a burden.
I mean, the gift of life is a pretty precious gift.
Are they going to be traveling?
That's
with us?
workplace discrimination, just so we're clear. Sorry.
I mean,
continue.
we're not hiring her. She's hiring us.
Fair enough.
Patricia, who are you voting for?
I don't know just yet.
Fallon?
Cora?
The half elf?
Yeah, with the red eye and 6 fingers.
Yeah, I vote her.
6 fingers is kind of interesting. But wait, they're hiring us?
They are. But you get to
One's
choose your
hiring
patron.
us.
You're being hired into the guild, but you choose one patron.
Is one going to pay more?
No. It's basically who your point person will be.
I'll go with the group. The group's vote, as long as it's not Mouser.
I think we're going with Coram now. Yeah.
Are they going to be traveling with us?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Coram.
No. You're going with Coram?
Mm-hmm.
Coram.
Sorry, Pearl.
Okay. So everybody votes for Coram?
I'm going to
Well,
throw
not
a big tantrum about it. 'Cause I'm,
Go ahead.
child.
Do it.
Fine.
That's really rude.
Falgren looks down at you and smiles. She says, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know. Can we choose other party members?
No, you may not.
Okay,
Okay, so
just
Coram
asking.
Coram and Mouser look at each other and laugh a little bit, but they start walking off. I'm sorry, not Coram. I'm sorry, Falgren and Mouser look at each other, laugh, and walk off. So Coram steps forward. Her appearance is offsetting. I mean, the gem in her eye and the pucker scar and the 6-fingered hand. And she looks like a little lackadaisical in her mentality. She goes,
Can't trust her.
well, thank you for choosing me. I'm glad to have some patrons again after we had that incident. But, very easy. So let's get started, shall we? She pulls out a big leaflet full of papers and she says, this would be the standard guild contract. Everyone, please take a look at it and make sure you sign on the dotted line. So she hands you this large stack of papers. Anybody would like to look at the guild contract is welcome to.
I would definitely like to look at that.
Yes, there's
I thoroughly read the whole
little
thing.
It has a spot for
memos,
our names.
addendums, such.
It's
So,
a thick stack of paper.
yeah, I guess it is. So let me just go over some of the bullet points for you. It's all boilerplate. So we will offer you housing for the next 5 years in exchange for 10 missions for the guild. In exchange for this housing as well, you're offered food, access to our larders, our armories, everything we have, you're welcome to, except for the magic items, of course. We will take care of you for the next 5 years. We have some groups that go through and defeat their contract within a year's time, and they just live the high life for the next 5. If you finish your contract to satisfaction, you always will be offered officer status after that. At that point, you'll be commanding some of your own groups and having more freedom of choosing missions. So, beyond that, we also offer resurrection services if you so inclined to pay for that. And this guild contract will basically lay down in stone what is expected of you in this group and party. You're also expected to choose a name for yourselves so that you'll be known. Keep in mind that when choosing this name, it's you'll hear the words, if you're very good, from some point from the Queen, I wish to offer so-and-so group knighthood. So keep that in mind.
That just tempts me to make it something awfully hard to say.
Knighthood?
Knighthood.
Knighthood. Oh, got it.
I hereby grant double D cup knighthood.
Agreed.
The contract looks pretty straightforward so far. We aren't allowed to kill each other, steal from each other, and we don't have a leader. We basically have to vote by majority on all decisions affecting the group.
I think because I'm half the size, I think that I get 2 votes.
Don't think that's how
You
democracy
can't
works.
definitely can't
No.
steal from another party member or from the party fund.
Ooh, but can I hold all the funds?
I think we vote
I
a
would vote
treasurer.
against that.
Okay, at this point, while you're discussing that, why don't you go ahead and let's do character descriptions for everybody so we can get a visual. Okay?
Okay.
Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
My character's name is Penelope Burmoth, but you can refer to me as Penny. I am human. My background is as a soldier. I have fair skin, freckles on my face, dark hair, almost black, and blue eyes. I'm 5'8" and kind of athletic build. Oh, it says 5'9". I rolled for it, sorry.
It's fine.
5'9", weigh 160 pounds, and I'm wearing a breastplate. I also have a heavy crossbow, a hand crossbow, and a rapier, and I don't really cover up. I kind of just want what I got. So
Okay.
that's what I look like.
Are you scantily clad?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
So
for
you're
sure.
topless underneath your breastplate, is that what you're telling us?
That doesn't seem very comfortable, so no.
Okay. You can have like a padded tank top underneath.
Yeah, probably wear like a bandeau top, like
Okay.
a tube top. Yeah, like comfy stuff, but like I don't like to feel tangled up.
Gotcha.
So my midriff is bare most of the time, and my legs are mostly bare.
Okay.
So my character is Jules Sora. She is a dragonborn, which means that she is a hulking woman. She is 18, which is an adult for dragonborn. She's 6'5" and 300 pounds, and it's mainly solid muscle. She is blue and has pretty much blue scales all the way down her back, has a tail, and I would say her front chest area is a lighter tan color, but she doesn't wear any armor or clothes, but does have a cloak that kind of ties around her neck and has a hood. She also has a ring that she wears on her hand as kind of a focus for her magic, and she has a noble background, so you can tell by the way she holds herself and maybe the speech that she has been taught well and is well educated. I mentioned before that she is a wild magic sorcerer, and you don't know this yet, but she can breathe lightning.
Cool. As a quick question though, as someone who doesn't know, do dragonborns normally not wear clothes? Is that a common thing for dragonborns?
I think that it's kind of
Normalish?
it's normally. I mean, there's some that wear clothes and armor and stuff like that if it's appropriate, but sorcerers don't wear any armor, so she
Fair
just has a cloak on.
Just wanted to see how I'd react to a naked dragonborn.
Yeah, doesn't have like a external
She's got a cloak.
genitalia. Yeah, cloaca.
Does your thing hang low?
Yeah.
Does it wobble to and fro?
Only when you're excited. Atrissa is a human grave cleric. She is only about 5'5", also with light skin, black hair. She has light freckles on her face, but she has hazel eyes. Yeah, I
We
know.
could be sisters or
Twinsies!
something.
It's gonna get weird. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. She's kind of on the slimmer side, but she dresses in kind of like a white dress shirt underneath a black vest, just like straight black pants with black boots. She's very colorful, very colorful. And she also has a shield adorned with the oak tree that is half dead, half life in color. Her crobble equipped as well, and then on her neck she also wears a medallion that's also half green, half black with the same symbol on it. But it looks a little different than the design on the shield. And that's it.
My character Fallon is a wood elf ranger. She's 87 years old, blue eyes, like olive skin tone, brown shoulder length hair. She wears a necklace. It's a blue sapphire. She also has a cloak. It's kind of ratty. She has a short sword and a longbow, and she wears studded leather under her cloak.
It's all elven make, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, my name is Pearl Tealeaf, and I am a halfling rogue, and my description is going to be blue eyes. I'm going to have brown hair, very short, put in pigtails. I'm going to be probably 3 feet. Okay. I'm 55 years old. I'm scary. I've got olive skin and a scar on my cheek. And I think that's a good description.
Well, you should describe your dagger as well.
Oh, I carry a really, really cool pearl dagger that's black. And it's about small.
Is it like the hilt is pearl, or is it like the blade is pearl?
Oh, there's like a pearl on it.
Oh, like on the hilt, on
Yeah.
the handle.
On the handle.
Oh, okay. But it's a black blade.
Yeah. And I stole it, but you don't know that.
No, I don't know shit.
Okay.
We do now.
I was gonna say I'm kind of jealous of the level 1 weapons you come into the party with, but
Pretty sure she stole everything.
Yeah, I
she's
was gonna
carrying
say.
right now, based on my observation so far.
I'm a little paranoid of people. I don't trust none of you.
Okay. So Quorum comes forward after you discuss. So just let me know when you choose a group name so I can place it down for you. Yes.
Sorry, could I thoroughly read the contract in
Oh, yes.
character? Just in character.
Oh, okay. Not out loud though. I
Yeah,
assume.
no, not
Okay.
not
Sure, sure.
in person, because that will take a physically long time.
Okay, yes. So she leaves you to it and like leaves you all with lunch, and you brunch while you read the guild charter all over. Okay. After that, she comes back about an hour later. Yes. So are we ready to get on with it?
I'd like to roll insight on her and just, is that gonna
Yeah, go for it.
be rude?
No,
I mean,
she won't
You can
notice.
check her out.
It's no like
Okay, cool.
you just like give her a look. That's basically it.
Keep her up and down.
it's gonna be 18.
Okay. She looks very open and like appears to just kind of want to get this over with.
Okay. And I read the contract.
Mhm.
I don't see any problem with it, right?
You didn't find any crazy loopholes in it, like they own your soul or anything.
Right.
So,
That's a dramatic example, but
yes.
sure.
Everyone fine? Yes. I'm getting a lot of nods, but no
So
one's
we
actually
just-
saying
Yes.
words.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
We're in,
Yes.
but we need a name.
Yes. Oh, you
I
can
thought we
just.
agreed on it.
Oh, the double D cup.
Is it double D, DD,
Double D.
I like double D cup.
double
Do
D
we-
cup?
Do we really want to be named that? Jen is not asking this. Jen is fine with this name. Atrissa is a little hesitant about the name.
But you don't know what double
It's
D
like
cup is.
name, like in this world, it would be like being called big ballers or something. You know, it's like a very
Well, I mean, do they have bras in this world, or is it still like?
sure.
Is it still like the?
How does one measure a breast in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Are
Is
there
it like-
breasts?
We're getting
Is it
into a
the
realm of
same
knowledge that
bars?
I'm not comfortable
Well,
with
because it would be
extrapolating
what
upon.
are the corsets? Or is this like
Is it
corset
like-
land, or is this like what?
I
Wait,
don't
question. What would be
Measure by
what would
hand
you call a
size.
cup in Dungeons and Dragons?
A halfling hand
chalice.
is a small
A chalice?
bowl.
Double D chalice. Double D chalice.
I'm okay with double D cups, honestly, but it's just
I'm fine with whatever you choose.
I will go with the majority if you really want that. But
That's
I just
literally the only name that anyone out of the five of us has suggested. So we just
I
need
mean,
a.
does
spitball a
anyone
few
have
more.
like a favorite food? I mean, how about did you guys grow up on a farm that you really liked? What was
We
your
can
first
always
pet's
do.
name?
We can always do. Me, cut your wee wee.
Quorum's like tapping her 6-finger hand. She's like, "You don't need to choose now. Just decide at some point.
Okay,
Let's get on with it."
okay, yes.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right. She says, "All right, follow me, follow me." She goes over to the end of the wall where the stage is. Now you see the wall is just like everything in here is made of glass, the walls and everything. But here, there's just this giant wood like cabinet. It takes up the entire 50-foot span of the wall. She goes to it and slides it, and you look inside of it, and there's just row upon row upon row of pinkies, and they're all moving. Some of them are draconic, some of them are human, some of them are elves, some of them have like lizards, some of them are stone, some of them are skeletal. It's just all of them, and they're at the base of each one is a gold ring. Okay. She goes down to the cabinet below and pulls out these gold rings, and she hands them to you.
I'm
Excuse
not going
me?
to put on my pinky.
So
What?
at this point, you can make a simple notice check, which you don't even have to make. As she's handing to you, you look. Her right hand is 6-fingered in silver. On her left hand, her pinky's gone, and where there's a gold, silver, and black opal ring that's basically encircled, and her pinky is not there.
Like a cap?
Yeah.
So
What
I'm
is
just
this?
gonna ask her,
Go ahead.
what kind of magic is this?
Oh, it's a simple dimension spell. It just this little ring dimensions your finger here in case something happens to you. We're able to track where you are. Or we can cast touch available spells upon you if necessary, and
You can or you will.
we can. We have on different occasions. Say one of you dies, we're able to resurrect you easily that way, or you get lost, we're able to track where you are. If, say, one of your group gets turned into stone, like this poor fellow over here, we can cast the flesh to stone spell.
Well, that's what my question is. If this is supposed to be helpful for us, why are there skeletal ones and stone ones? Why aren't you
Well, some of
touching
them haven't paid their guild dues for resurrection contracts, and the stone ones we'll get to. We just haven't. Been a busy day today, as you know.
How much is guild dues?
Guild dues are free as long as you maintain your contract and missions, but if you wish to be resurrected, that will be $1,000 charge per month.
$1,000 gold?
Gold, sorry. Gold.
Wait, per month?
I'm sorry, total. It's in the contract. I'm not up to date with all the
Now
numbers.
you resurrect us, we pay you 1,000 gold.
No, I believe you pay a monthly stipend or a stipend over the field of your contract. It's fine. You
So
get
pretty
the
much,
idea.
we give you a bunch of money, and if you have that money, you'll resurrect us.
Correct.
If not, you won't resurrect us.
Correct.
You'll keep us in stone in a locker.
No, we just...
Or in
They'll
a
let you
wood cabin.
die.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
generally, at this point, it's up to the rest of your party to go back and save you at that point.
If I don't choose to wear a ring, what happens then?
You cannot be allowed in without the ring, unfortunately. We need to
put
be
a
able to
ring
track your
So
location.
it doesn't hurt?
You put it on?
I put it on.
Okay, so...
Left pinky.
Do you have a pearl one?
No, they're all gold. So you go over and left pinky, right pinky.
Left pinky.
Left pinky. You slide it over, and as you slide it, your finger just disappears. And
Do I still feel it?
You do feel your finger.
I'm going to
It's
ask
very
Jules, ask
creepy.
you, Trista, does it hurt?
And it just goes,
Goes
right through,
right
right? It's like
through,
not
yeah.
there.
As you turn around, you see your pinky come through the ring, and you see your name basically appear underneath of it.
Huh. No, you don't feel a thing. It's a little odd. I suggest not doing it on your dominant hand.
Okay, so I take a ring and I put it on my left pinky.
Same thing happens. You see yours appear on the wall next
and
to.
then I slide it off?
No, you do not. You try to pull it off, and it's.
Okay, guys, it's on there, so make your decision.
I think you're married now.
I'm gonna put mine on my left pinky too.
Okay, you slide it on, and your pinky goes up onto the wall.
Do I see all three pinkies of theirs?
You do.
Are they next to each other?
Yes.
Aww. Okay,
We're
I'm
a
in.
group.
Okay.
I just don't want my pinky to be all alone.
You're like way over there.
Yeah, if something
Yes.
bad's gonna happen to it, I want it to be like a whole row, matchy.
Yeah. A collection of stone pinkies.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so all of us have no pinkies?
Did you put yours on?
You didn't put yours on yet.
So the four of them have put it on. There's 4 pinkies up there, and you see them moving their hands, and you see the pinky move.
I'm
It's,
totally like moving it.
Yeah, it's a
conjunction
little
with the
disturbing.
pinky.
but all the other pinkies on the walls are moving.
What's
Put it on your middle finger.
What's
see
this?
what happens.
I'm going to. What's this lady's name?
Quorum.
Quorum.
Yes.
Are they going to be able to use their pinky fingers like out of this room
No,
they're gone.
The
No.
pinkies will be
forever?
until they're fulfilled their guild contract or they decide to leave.
It's a 5-year lease.
5-year lease on your pinky?
It allows us to track you if you're taken prisoner.
Not really used that much.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you use your left
I'm
pinky?
going to sit down on the ground,
Okay.
pull off my shoe, and put on my pinky toe.
It will not fit on your pinky toe.
I'll put on my big toe.
It will not fit on your big toe either.
Big toe, that would be horrible.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of
That'll
balance.
throw off your
That's a lot
balance.
worse
You'd
than
have,
left
like,
hand
disadvantage.
pinky.
I am a halfling. My pinky is not going to fit on my pinky either.
Yeah, like,
Oh, well. They have magic and shit.
Just do it.
I mean, you're either in or you're out.
I mean,
up to
either
you.
way,
You
we're
want
in
to
the
be
group,
a part of the
so.
double D?
Do the
cups?
guys group have to put a pinky toe
You don't know
on?
anything about the Vice Group.
Of course they did.
Alright,
I
I
mean,
will
I
put
think it's
it
in the
on my left pinky finger.
You slide it over your left pinky finger, it shrinks to fit, and your tiny little pinky is up there on the wall now.
Is her pinky like half the size of our pinkies?
It is.
It's like 3 times.
It's like
We should have put her pinky in the middle.
Aw.
okay. Your pinkies go up, and Corum looks at you and says, "Yes. Okay. One last thing.
No more things. No more body parts.
Oh, no more body parts. We're all done with that. Now you may choose your first guild contract. You're not required to do something right away, but it is always a good way to whet your appetite. We will be giving you each a Phoenix potion before you leave, just for your betterment.
what's a Phoenix potion?
It's a simple heal potion, but it will heal you all of your hit points back if you fall." And she throws these contracts in front of you. This is what we currently have to offer. Feel free
Who's a
to
public speaker?
go amongst yourselves and let me know what you're interested in.
Oh, we all reading
We
one
each read one and then
Okay.
say what it is.
There's a picture. It belongs to something. We'll find out. Oh, I think I have a target. Okay, who wants to go first?
You have to read it.
Oh, I thought we were reading out loud.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
This one
However
is
you'd like to do it.
Temple of the Blossom Tree, dedicated to Bonos, god of knowledge and fate.
Bonos.
Location, south of Ashenvale. Do I have a map here? How
You
far
do.
is that?
There is a large map on the wall.
Okay, perfect. We are there. Where's...
Ashen Falls. About X days travel?
Yeah, how many days?
It depends if you go by boat or by river. About probably a week and a half.
Fastest route, week and a half?
By boat.
Requirement is to secure the temple and prepare it for occupation, so basically it's a takeover. The report is, well, it appears the Bonosians, is that right? Are attempting to reclaim some of their old temples. After Lehman's Pride, a lot of them were left abandoned, and all manner of creature have moved into them. The Blossom Tree Temple gets its name from a tree that is forever blossoming amazing pink flowers. It's considered good luck to visit it and leave a donation before looting in Ashenvale. It was a great source of loot for the priests. Take the cleric, Namdu, with you and clear out the temple to his liking. Namdu is a lazy pain in the ass. It says don't send any hotheads. So, you're out.
Anyone with knowledge, religion, or history can make a roll there as well.
Ooh. Can I pick religion or history?
Which other one you like. You have to be trained in it, though.
Yep.
I don't know anything about this.
7.
7?
7.
I'll give you advantage, actually, on this one.
Ooh.
Not you, because you're not a cleric.
Ooh, that's a 21.
Okay, 21.
Sorry, 22.
Cool.
Math is hard.
Okay, so you've heard of this tree. You've heard of this temple because there used to be a huge contested... Nox and the Bonos were contesting ownership of this temple for a long time. Finally, through some underhanded means, the Bonodians basically took control of the temple from the Nox. So this temple's been abandoned for probably 40 plus years at this point. But it would be a good temple for Nox as well. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Mine is a writ of commission. Target is the New Thieves Guild in Rivercross. Fulfillment requirement is to find this group and either kill them or enfold them into the local guilds. Contractor is the Back Alley Boys. Report, a New Thieves Guild with no name has emerged in Rivercross. The local guilds can't figure out where they come from, nor can they capture any of their lot. Find them and give them the choice to join the locals or be destroyed. I don't know if I'm ready to kill people for my first go around.
I mean, they're not good people.
I'll keep going around. You
Okay,
have more
well,
reasons.
we got 2 of them, and we have 5 options. Okay, I just need to ask, out of character, it says Oatcast. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Just because it's great. Okay, mine says Bleak the Oakcast Druid of the Circle of the Land Order. Its location is Oakhurst, which is, I totally know exactly where that is.
Right.
Very close by. Totally. So fulfillment required: locate Bleak the Oakcast to determine his intent and eliminate the problem he represents to the Order. Our contractor would be Earl, E-R-O-L, Earl.
Mm-hmm.
Second Echelon of the Circle of the Land Druidic Order. Report: the Circle of the Land Druidic Order has a rogue druid. He was last heard of asking questions about an old draconic temple located in a rift close to the town of Oakhurst. I couldn't get to the Echelon to divulge the reason for the druid's expulsion or the focus of his inquiries, but I sure as hell made him pay for that privilege. These druids are helpful to us as when we need to create new trade routes. They clear the wildlife and locate foliage to make way for new roads when they can't be persuaded. Find the druid and find out what he's researching, and if it can be of any value to us, deal with him after. Mouser. Update. Damn it! Something has happened to the 2 guild members I sent to investigate. They're not dead, but their markers look strange. Send another group, bigger this time, and offer a bonus if they can bring news of the wizard Sharwin Herkel and her sword-toting brother Talion Herkel. Hope those 2 idiots didn't get themselves killed or warn the druid that we're after him. Mouser. So we have to find this guy, whose face I'm showing to everyone who's present, not the podcast, because I can't do that.
That's one ugly mofo.
He looks like a druid.
You need some lotion on that face.
Yeah.
So dry skin.
Gotta moisturize.
Like,
Lotions on the skin.
Yeah.
all right, the target for the next one is Two Tone's home invader and his stolen property. Location is the noble quarter and residence of Two Toned. Fulfillment requirement is find the egg, find the thief, and kill them or return them for the Queen's justice. Contractor is Two Tone's guard captain. The report is, get this, Two Tone's keep was robbed yesterday in broad daylight. Not only was it robbed, but it was a bloodbath. Rumor has it the Black Eyes Guide was attempting to assassinate him. They found the house empty and stole his famous golden-eyed dragon egg. His high guard is in fear for his life. He's begging for our help and willing to pay anything.
Willing to pay anything.
I mean, that sounds like a really profitable venture.
Haley, what's so funny?
Haley is, for those who can't see her on the podcast, she is a tomato red face right now and dying.
I mean,
let it
you
out.
have to have known that was going to come back to haunt you. Out of character, you have to know that.
Anyway, continue.
Are we reading the Z character?
Huh?
Are we reading the Z character?
Yeah.
I didn't.
We don't want to do this one with two-toned. Sounds sketchy.
They said
Whose
they-
name is two-toned, okay?
They said they'd pay anything.
It kind of sounds like the easier of the 3 right now.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
down
read
for
it.
it.
Close.
Let me read mine. Pearl's going to clear her voice. Target. Baron Markable of Fantal. Location, Fantal. Fulfillment requirement. Travel to the ruins of Fantal and investigate the reports of the undead shambling down from the mountains. Way cooler than two-toned. Sift through the ruins and find the remains of the Baron. Contractor. The regiments and herd council want to find out what happened to the leadership of Fantal. Report. The Duke of Fantal and his religious cornies were given a plot of land to start a society dedicated to the god Addis. They believed he would watch over and protect them. When the war started, they caused an avalanche and sealed themselves in. The regiment was content to let them be, but the undead are making their way to the deep mount. Discover of the fate of the fools. Way cooler than two-toned.
I mean, but Fantal is pretty far. And
We have to cross the mountains.
I'm all down for taking a really long road trip with a bunch of people I don't know. But we could do something closer first.
Actually, why don't we save this discussion of choosing for the next episode?
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so that's it. Hope everybody had a great time. Join us for the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!